tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit. And this is not transphobic. How am I transphobic for telling the truth? How am I transphobic for pointing out some dumb shit he said? Some shit that isn't even fact. Okay? Y'all not gonna keep pissing on people's head and telling them it's raining.
Trying to shine, but they diamonds fake.
What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. You dig? Welcome back to the Doug Vision channel, you dig? Before we get started, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Today, as y'all can see from the title, we're talking about the 5 most dumb moments from the Democratic debates. You know, before we get started, I want to say this. I am not a Trump supporter. I am a truth supporter. I support the truth and the truth alone. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat, Republican, whatever you are. If you're trying to bullshit people, if you're lying, I'm not for that. I'm not for any of the pandering. I'm not for none of that extra shit, none of this extra shit y'all doing for votes. I'm not with it. I will not support you. I will not do any of that, okay? So, just had to say that I'm not a Trump supporter. I am a truth supporter. Because y'all gonna say, why are you attacking it? First of all, I don't like Democrats. Just get that straight. I don't like them. I think they're pimps. I don't think they do shit for people. I don't think they have done anything for people. So, you can go look up their history. They started the KKK. They didn't want to get rid of slaves. They did Jim Crow. The Crime Act in the 90s. I got a bunch of reasons why. You want to debate me on why I don't like them? We can do it. Let me know in the comment section you want to debate. But we're not here for that right now. We're here to show the 5 dumbest moments from the debate. Let's get wait. Don't forget that like button, comment, subscribe. Let's get started. This is moment number 5. The reason why this is moment number 5 is because this nigga, first of all, he speaks in Spanish, but the debates are broadcast on Telemundo. That means that we're in Spanish already. So why are you speaking Spanish? You know what I'm saying? You're pandering. It's the pandering. I fucking hate pandering. I swear to God, I hate pandering, bro. Stop pandering for votes, bro. Everybody that spoke Spanish, they got to watch it in Spanish. Or a lot of people on the remote have the SAP button. And for those of y'all that don't know, the SAP button turns the TV into Spanish. They speak Spanish. When you push SAP, the language turns to Spanish. Okay? And then, alright, let's watch it, and then I'm going to show y'all the second reason why this is number 5.
What we've just been discussing and talking about is how much fundamental change to the economy is desirable and how much is actually doable.
There was no subtitles
in that vein, some Democrats want a marginal individual tax rate of...
There was no subtitles, so when he starts speaking Spanish, the people that speak English don't know what the fuck you're saying because they didn't know you were going to start speaking Spanish, you damn idiot.
30% on the very highest earners, those making more than $10 million a year. Would you support that? And if not, what would your top individual rate be?
This economy has got to work for everyone.
She asked him about taxes. First of all, she asked you about taxes. So answer the question about taxes.
We know that it isn't. And it's going to take all of us coming together to make sure that it does. Necesitamos incluir cada persona en el éxito de esta economía. Pero si...
Hold on, bro. Okay. Hold on, let me be... Bro, why didn't you just... It would have been better, bro, if you would have just explained your answer in English and then explained it in Spanish. Say, oh, okay, I'm going to explain it in Spanish real quick. Instead of start talking English, then go to Spanish, and then go back to English. You're an idiot.
Hacer eso. Necesitamos incluir cada persona en nuestra democracia.
Nobody knows what you're saying. That's why he's looking at you like,
necesitamos
bruh,
la representación.
what are you doing?
Cada voz necesitamos
Look at Cory
escuchar.
Booker looking at him.
Cada votante.
Yeah, bro, what are you doing? And then Cory Booker speaks Spanish too in the debate. He's like, bro, you stole my idea, bro. I was going to pander in Spanish. Fuck. Now it's not going to be a surprise. He's like, bro, we talked about this. I was going to speak Spanish first. What's wrong with you?
Necesitamos la representación y cada voz necesitamos escuchar. Right now, we have a system that favors those who can pay
Nobody
for
know what you
access
said.
and outcomes. That's how you explain an economy that is rigged to corporations and to the very wealthiest. A $2 trillion tax cut that favored corporations while they were sitting on record piles of cash and the very wealthiest in this country at a time of historic wealth inequality.
Okay.
A new democracy that is revived because we returned power to the people. No PACs, no gerrymandering, automatic and same-day voter
What about no
registration, bring
pandering?
in more voters, and a new Voting Rights Act to get rid of the barriers that are in place now.
Congressman O'Rourke.
That's how we each have a voice in our democracy and make this economy work for everybody.
That's time, sir. I'll
That's
give
time,
you 10
sir.
seconds to answer if you want to answer the direct question. Would
didn't
you
answer the
support
question.
70% individual marginal tax rate? Yes, no, or
You didn't even answer the question, bro. He didn't even answer the question. That nigga. He didn't even answer the question, bro. It's like she asked you about taxes, and it's like you start talking about Krispy Kreme donuts. So what do you think about the 70% taxes for the people that make over $10 million? What? I don't know nothing about no Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme donuts good. Krispy Kreme donuts good for everybody. You know, you want some Krispy Kreme donuts? She's like, wait, whoa. What about the taxes? Oh, yeah. Dunkin' Donuts too. I want some Dunkin' Donuts. You want Dunkin' Donuts? I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts. Fucking idiot. Look, watch.
I would support a tax rate and a tax code that is fair to everyone. Tax capital at the
70%?
same rate that you tax ordinary income. Take that corporate
Still
tax
didn't
rate
answer.
up to 28%. You would generate the
Okay,
revenues
that's
you
time.
need to pay for the programs we're talking about.
that's time. Thank you.
See, he wants to see what he did was instead of answering the question, he talked about what he wanted to do. That wasn't the question. What do you want? What programs do you have? The question is about 70% taxes on people that make more than 10 million, which is crazy. Why are you taxing people? Why are you taxing people 70%? What type of shit is that? Because they make over 10. That's fucked up. That's too much money to be taxing people. I don't care that they make over 10 million. 70% is too much. They make that. They earn that money. A lot of those people earn that money. Work hard for that money. Everybody that's rich that makes over 10 million didn't inherit their money, or is just given that money. They work hard for that money. So for y'all to want to take 70%, that's bullshit. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Straight up, fuck y'all. Alright, number 4. which could have been number 2. Which could have been number 2 or number 3. Look at this. Bruh, I hate pandering. I swear to God, I hate pandering. This was the number 1 pandering moment of the debates right here. Listen to what this motherfucker says. Listen.
I run the largest police force in America, too, and if we're going to stop these shootings, we're going to get these guns off the street,
Okay.
we have to have a very different relationship between our police and our community. I also want to say there's something that sets me apart from all my colleagues running in this race, and that is for the last 21 years, I've been raising a black son in America. And I have...
Bruh, did y'all hear what this nigga... Listen to what he says.
I've been raising a black son in America.
This nigga told us he was raising a black son. If that's not pandering, he had to throw that in there. After the past 20 years, I have been raising a black son. So what? The people in New York don't even like you. If the people in your own city, state, or your governor, mayor, or whatever, don't even like you, What makes you think you're gonna win? People go look up, dude. What about people in New York think about them? They don't like you. And then you sit up here and try to get the black vote by saying, I've been raising a black son for the past 2... Shut up! Shut up! The pandering has to stop. Why can't politicians just be honest? Why do you have to try to pull the emotional strings of people? Just be honest. Say you want to do this, this, and that. Stop fucking pandering, jackass. I've had a black son for 23 years. Shut up, bro. God damn. Alright, number 3. So these motherfuckers said they want to give health care to undocumented illegal immigrants. Y'all want to give health care to illegal immigrants when we don't even have free health care? What are you talking about? It's not, stop, it's not free. Nothing is free. The taxpayers will be paying for that. Why do we have to pay for somebody else's health care? Explain that. I'm just saying. They don't, let's get something straight here. If you're an undocumented immigrant, you don't pay taxes. So you're not even helping the economy. So we should give them free health care when we don't even have free health care for ourselves? And we should pay for their free health care? That makes no sense. Let's watch this. Let's watch this right here.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
They didn't even want to raise their hand. They really was like, pander. Pander. Say yes, it's pander. We have to pander. They know that shit. Come on, bro. Dumb. Like y'all, who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay for these things? This is gonna cost trillions and trillions of dollars. And then y'all talk about y'all want open borders. What y'all seen? I don't get it. Y'all want open borders, so y'all telling y'all, like, let's get something straight right here. I don't care if you're immigrant. I've talked to immigrants that were here legally. They have a problem. They have a big problem with people here coming here illegally. And I know y'all gonna say, well, they're asylum. No, go look up some stuff. All those people are an asylum seeker. There was a story that came out said those people just want Buffalo Wild Wings. That's not an asylum seeker. There was a story that came out said those people just want to play PlayStation. That's not an asylum seeker. There's stories of people that's not with their kids, that's with somebody else's kids coming up here trying to get in seeking asylum. They do a DNA test and find that it's not their kids. They're not asylum seekers. There's people that's trying to come here with criminal backgrounds. It's not asylum seeker. So what are y'all saying? What are we doing here? Ask anybody that came here legally. A lot of people that come here legally get mad at the fact that people get to come here illegally, skip the line, and those people have to go through a bunch of stuff to get here. Is it fair to them? How is it fair to them? It's not. It's not fair. This bullshit, bro. So this why Donald Trump gonna win. This is why Donald Trump gonna win, because y'all saying nonsense stuff that Americans who are gonna vote for you, they don't believe in. They don't believe in this shit right here that y'all talking about. Shaking my head, bro. Okay, so this is number 2. The reason why this is number 2 is because I'm tired of the Democrats trying to raise everybody's taxes. Stop trying to take people's hard-earned money. Stop that. Why are you trying to raise taxes on everybody for? What's the point? Why? People work for their money, and then the government just comes and takes it away. You know? I know taxes is a key part of society because we need it for the roads, schools, bridges, different things like that. But you can't just take so much away from people. Because people need that money. People need that money. Like, for one, like people like Social Security. People say, oh, you know, you pay Social Security so you get it back when you're older. What if I die? What if I die? Do I get that Social Security? No. So why not you just tell people, hey, save some money for when you get older. That money that you take out of people's check every time they get paid for Social Security is bullshit. People should be responsible enough to save money for themselves. Instead of the government taking money. It's stupid. You take money from me to save for me? That's stupid. But let's watch this clip. He wants to raise taxes on the middle class. What the fuck is wrong with you, Bernie?
I'll give you 10 seconds just to answer the very direct question. Will you raise taxes for the middle class in the Sanders administration?
People who have health care under Medicare for All will have no premiums, no deductibles, no co-payments, no out-of-pocket expenses. Yes, they will pay more in taxes, but less in health care for what they get.
Thank you, Senator. Anything to you.
Wait. So, I thought you was gonna make all that stuff free. You just contradicted yourself. So you want to make healthcare stuff free, but you want people to pay more in taxes. But then you say the deductibles, I thought it was free. So shouldn't there be no deductibles? I'm confused. You're lying. You just blatantly lied. Because you want healthcare and that stuff to be free.
You've called for big new government benefits like universal health care and free college. In a recent interview, you said you suspected that Americans would be, quote, delighted to pay more taxes for things like that. My question to you is, will taxes go...
Okay, what if people don't want to go to school? What did she say? Let me rewind it. Let me make sure I say this right.
Suspected that Americans would be, quote, delighted. You said you suspected that Americans would be college. Big new government benefits like universal health care and free college. In a recent interview, you said you suspected that Americans would be, quote, delighted to pay more taxes for things like that. My question to you is...
So, let me get this straight. Free medical, but you want people to pay more in taxes, and that means it's not free. Free schooling, more taxes, that means it's not free. What about the people that have their own insurance with their job? Why do they have to pay medical for somebody else? What about the people that don't want to go to school and do something else? Why do they have to pay taxes for other people? I know it's a human thing to help people out, but it's not a right. It's not a right that you help other people out. It's not. People choose to help people out of the goodness of their heart, but you're gonna force them to? That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. You raising taxes. You trying to be slick, bro. It's not free. You keep saying free. It's not free. You're raising people's taxes. It's not free.
Will taxes go up for the middle class in a Sanders administration? And if so, how do you sell that to voters?
Well, you're quite right. We have a new vision for America. And at a time when we have 3 people in this country owning more wealth than the bottom half of America. Well,
so if 3 people own half of the wealth, then more of the bottom class, whatever the fuck the bullshit you just said. Why are you gonna make the bottom people pay more? Huh? Why you gonna make them pay more? If you saying people up here have more money, why you making people down here pay more money? It makes no sense.
500,000 people are sleeping out on the streets today. We think it is time for change, real change. And by that I mean that health care, in my view, is a human right. And we have...
Health care is not a right. I'm going to do a video on what's the difference between rights and privileges. Health care is not a right. It's a privilege. Go to a third world country and tell them, health care is a right. I deserve help. No. If health care was a right, you go in the middle of nowhere, get help, get hurt, and you would get health care. Health care is not a right. But I'm not against health care for everybody. If y'all can figure out a way to do it, which y'all not making people get away from their health care or whatever y'all gonna do. If y'all can figure out a way to do it without making people pay a exorbitant amount of money in taxes, if y'all could do it, I'm not against it. But I don't think health care is a right. I think health care is a privilege. I honestly do.
Pass a Medicare for all single-payer system. Under that system, by the way, vast majority of the people in this country will be paying significantly less for health care than they are right now. I believe that education is the future for this country. And that is why I believe
education is the future. Why do people keep trying to push people towards college? It's the people that go to college and get dumbass degrees. It's a bunch of people that go to college and get the degree and don't even go in that field. Stop pushing people to go to college. Stop that. They get in debt, they go to college, and don't even take a job with the degree they're in. It makes no sense.
We must make public colleges and universities tuition free and eliminate student debt.
It's not free. If you're raising taxes, it's not free. It's not. You're going to pay for that in taxes. Okay? You take more money out of people's pocket and force them to pay for something they don't want to. You're not making any sense, buddy.
We do that by placing a tax on Wall Street. Every proposal that I have brought forth is fully paid for.
Senator Sanders, I'll give you 10 seconds just to answer the very direct question. Will you raise taxes for...
These people aren't even answering the question. But he's about to answer it. I seen this before. He's about to answer this.
Middle class in a Sanders administration.
People who have health care under Medicare for all will have no...
Answer the question. He won't answer the question. This is political dancing right here.
Premiums, no deductibles, no co-payments, no out-of-pocket expenses. Yes, they will pay more in taxes, but less in health care for what they get.
Thank you, sir.
I thought health care was going to be free. This dude is either wolf. This dude is either honestly lying, or he doesn't know what he's saying, or this is just political dancing and pandering, or just straight politics right here. You say something, but you really don't mean it, and you do something else. All right, let's go to moment number one. So, this is the number one dumbest thing said at the debate. You know what I'm saying? The reason why this is dumb, because this nigga said, hold on, I'm gonna let y'all listen, and then just listen to what this nigga says.
I don't believe only in reproductive freedom. I believe in reproductive justice.
What does that mean? All right.
And what that means is that just because a woman, or let's also not forget, someone in the trans community, a trans female,
they don't have vaginas. Bruh. They don't have a reproductive system, you idiot. Bruh, did y'all hear what he said? He said reproductive rights for trans women. that is a biological man who cannot have a baby. They can't. So what are you talking about? What reproductive rights do they have? You should have just stuck to women's reproductive rights. Biological women. The fuck are you talking about, bruh? You saying anything, bruh? Stop pandering. That's what you guys do. You guys pandered most of the night. Tired of this shit, bruh. I'm tired of this shit. And this is not transphobic. How am I transphobic for telling the truth? How am I transphobic for pointing out some dumb shit he said? Some shit that isn't even fact. Okay? Y'all not gonna keep pissing on people's head and telling them it's raining. Trans women are men. They're not women, so they don't have reproductive rights. Okay? Alright, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. We out.